Try to relay every bit of information so everyone understands that my father, who's a pedophile, who was never actually, justice was never served in the courts of law, he lives over at 7 in Beloit, Wisconsin, 53511. My mother should still reside at 114 Terrace in Hot Springs, Arkansas, 71913. And then my siblings all live around the Fairwood area, and my brother actually lives on, he lives with my mom at this time with his girlfriend, the 16-year-old. They chose to take care of her as opposed to taking care of their blood relations. They literally kicked me out of the house so that my brother could have his little slut in the house. And I feel bad because I know she didn't get privileges either. So what they did was they would give me the backhanded, and, you know, it's ridiculous. What they said to me was they wanted to help her, to keep her safe. Yet they clearly don't care about their own blood relations in doing the same, because they placed me in direct danger by forcing me to be homeless and forcing me to engage with men. So I ended up raped and with a child, yet they didn't want to step up to do anything to try to help. Not at all. They didn't want to do anything prior. They didn't want to make sure that these things didn't happen to me. Instead, they placed it on the fact that they were trying to help someone else. That my mother, don't fucking message me, Gail. No, thank you. Gayle. So he owns the properties over on Bull Bayou that consist of Bull Bayou, Arkansas, 71913, all the way up to at least 412 Hot Springs, Arkansas, 71913. So I don't know. I have all of these addresses and all these numbers and stuff just jumbled up in my brain, and that's why I share it with everybody. This is where a lot of trauma happened. This is where a lot of people are that are scary, that hurt me, and this is where I call them out. My ex-husband also in Hot Springs, Arkansas, 71913. I tried to tell everyone, hey, guess what? I'm trying to reach out. I'm trying to do this civilly because nobody's offering me the money to take it to court to do it civilly. So instead, I'm going to take it upon myself and, what's the word? Doxxing. Dox them in that way of let's not slander them. Let's just disclose the truths to the world. Let's disclose them online so people know, so that people understand where I'm coming from when I say I snapped, when I say I don't have a child and her social security number is sure not. That's her social. I don't know if she exists, but if anybody would like to get her Medicaid, I also disclose that on my Facebook. If anybody would like her Medicaid number, because apparently they still force me to have her on my food stamps, which I've tried to remove many times. She's obviously not my custodian, my child. I have no custody of her. Don't pin her to me. I gave you the social for a reason. I give it to you because she's not real to me anymore. I don't see her physically. 6 years has gone by. So anybody wants a social security number for anybody wants that social security number, and do whatever you need to with it, because those people don't exist. And her address also, since she lives with my ex-husband, is 1 Drive, Hot Springs, Arkansas, 71913. So, and I've tried to disclose these things to people. They obviously don't exist to me. They obviously can't put me in jail for it, because all I'm doing is relaying it to the public, and that's the truthful facts. So I haven't seen this child. Apparently she keeps being tossed into my information. I keep being forced to have to engage with her name and her social security number, and those aren't mine. I give them back freely. There you go. My ex-husband knows that I was the one that went and signed up for her social security number, so he can go ahead and get it changed for when all these things end up hitting the fan, when everything, her identity is stolen due to me disclosing her social security number. Oh, and she was also born in Little, anybody cares. And also my maiden name, Leticia, in case anybody wants, to do anything with her identity. I don't know if she exists or not. She's not real to me anymore. So, and that's why I try to tell people, like, don't fuck with me. Don't fuck with me. I know my rights. I know my rights as a citizen. And the fact that they were violated and I wasn't allowed my constitutional rights through freedom of speech, and I was incarcerated for harassing communications, I think that's why I went this route. I'm pretty sure it was to prove a few points to people.